yes, you're now seeing an influx of now dildos and vibrators and stuff like that. Compared to sex dolls were like a thing to me in comedy movies.
In comedy movies, yeah.
Back then.
Yeah.
Whatever, right? And we know they have like the Fucktron 3000 with the half a woman's torso.
The
but
twerkulator.
I feel like dildos are more seen than those.
Well, it's okay. So the wife and I were talking about this. I think it was about 2 nights ago.
Who started the sex convo? You or her?
The Podical sound.
Podcast, you can't win. Talking a good game, you can't win. Topics never lame, you can't win. Win.
Watch your average Joseph. Marvelous.
It's ridiculously funny.
What's up, y'all? Marvelous.
And I'm not your average Joseph.
And we are the Podical Sons. Let's start the show. Like, comment, subscribe, all the above.
All of the above.
All streaming platforms possible. Podical Sons podcast.
You know how we do.
You can see these lovely faces and stuff on YouTube. Spotify, we coming back for you.
we coming back for you.
And
2025.
2025, we're coming back for you, Spotify, for sure and stuff. Let's start the show. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling good, man. How you feeling, brother?
I'm good. Spotify, you know, we were in a personal vendetta of a love-hate relationship.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it.
We were kind of disappointed how you were treating the artists when you weren't gonna count their views because they were the small people. Yeah, I mean, we identify with some of them small people.
Your metrics was wild to me.
Yeah.
Like I look at it stuff as where for the year-end wrap-up,
right?
Spotify owns it. And I'll say that out loud.
Yeah.
The reason why is because I believe YouTube Music did one so early and prematurely. Right? Because I guess they were always watching for Spotify. Like, oh, they'll do their shit. So we'll get ahead of them.
Yeah, they try to get
They had
ahead
a full month basically kind of like ahead.
Oh.
So they missed the mark.
Yeah.
Apple now, they were holding on. They're like, we'll wait till Spotify is about to drop their shit. Wham, we'll just drop our shit and stuff, whatever, right? To get into that wave and stuff to slide in.
Yeah.
I looked at it and stuff, I'm like, that means Spotify is dog. It's top dog. They they got that dog in them.
Yeah.
Spotify in Canada, you guys wanted to raise your prices. That's a screw you. Because I look at it and stuff is where, again, across the board, throughout the land of the nations and stuff, we've talked about times are getting hard for people.
Yeah.
And you guys keep winning in the $1 billion side. Where do you show your loyalty to your customers, your subscribers? Because they don't do year-end memberships that they used to.
No, they don't.
So it's a month-to-month thing. So when does the user or then the consumer win?
And you got to understand, Christy Freeland already told people to cancel this Spotify to save some money. So yeah, they got you on the bottom totem pole right now, Spotify.
Now your metrics pertain to your metrics and the year-end wrap-ups from creator podcaster side. I believe they're still confusing to us.
It's still,
let me speak for myself.
Yeah.
How do you feel about it?
No, it's still confused. I mean,
when you see a plus 144% of listeners, I was like, I was told if anybody like, yo, I promise you 110%, I'll be there. Anybody that goes over like 100, like 101 or higher, they're liars. So you say the podcast has now grown 144% more.
That's a huge
more money at.
That's a huge jump. Right? And you're right. Where is our money at for?
so looking at like the metrics, they don't make sense, right? But I see what you guys doing, and because you guys are top dog, the year-end wrap-up and stuff, whatever, it's into the culture now.
They own that.
It's into the culture. It's integrated.
It's like what's his name with the rap? Skills with the year-end wrap-up.
Oh, Mad Skills rapper.
Right. Yeah. I see, and then what's his name would be YouTube. Uncle Murder would be YouTube.
Yes.
Trying to encroach on it.
Yeah, I see it. Like you want to be amongst the greats.
Of course. You
want to be amongst the greats and stuff. I see it, but I'm looking like, my allegiance has switched. Because y'all didn't come correct, right? YouTube coming correct.
They didn't come correct.
YouTube, I think YouTube understands what's going on. Like them and the Google people, like they talk decent. Because I looked at it even when Cat Williams did his comedy special in April, I was like, it's YouTube Studios.
Mm,
And I looked at him like, yo, that's so dope because if you took that special,
right,
creating a podcast,
right,
you can hear it on YouTube,
right, yeah.
right? And I looked at it as stuff as where YouTube, they're hitting the mark. I mean, they're not always gonna be perfect. No one's perfect, right?
No,
So I
yeah.
look at it as if they missed the whole mark for the YouTube wrap up, the yearly wrap up and everything, it's cool. But you guys still growing, do your thing and stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
You be great on your own and stuff, whatever. Because I think it's the comparison thing. Like my personal minutes was 100,000.
Wow.
It's at top 1% of the world.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Come and see me.
Yeah. Y'all need to send us do the check. He's keeping some of y'all numbers alive.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, yo, Spotify, I've been loyal to y'all. I showed y'all that some of my people's and stuff has hit like the 50,000 mark and everything for the year and everything like that. I had 100. I doubled their numbers. I'm like, but you want to raise my price? You better come to me with a disco.
I mean, let's talk about it. I think if you're in the top 1%, you should be able to get like 3 months free. You should be able to get 3 months free.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm looking at them like, yo, that means I'm using your app.
Yes.
I'm helping you win.
Yes.
And then has to be like, hi, we're going to cut your service, a collection and stuff, whatever, because we feel like you might not need music, so we're just going to cut you out the game. The money come out of my account.
Yeah. You're right.
So I'm looking at them like, where's the loyalty? Do I have to bring it back to Shirtgate, Spotify? Like,
right,
yo.
You're right.
So that's why I look at it. I was like, yeah, like, unfortunately, in due time and stuff, whatever, I think these companies just need to look at some people.
Right.
And just look at them like, all right, fuck, you've been here for a while. Let's throw you a little loyalty bone.
And it's nothing.
And
It's nothing like their back to do it.
And I think it would mean a lot more if they don't, let's say this, they have a quiet promotion thing.
Right.
It's not a broadcast loud thing, whatever, right? Yeah. Because it's kind of like you broadcast for the new groupies.
Right.
To the people who've already been there, just get at them like one-on-one. And it feels so much personal. Like, I got an email from a phone company that I left.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers sent an email to me and said, hey, this is your welcome back package. And it said Marvin.
Yeah.
This is your welcome back package. So I was like, this feels personal. Mm-hmm. Now I feel like I'm being received. So I picture now, let's say you're on Spotify and everything. They're like, yo, you put up that much numbers and stuff, whatever. Hi, Andrew. Because their numbers is that amazing, check it. We're giving you 2 months free.
That's what I'm saying.
You're looking like, dog, I'm burning more music. Because I know if you rewarded me.
If I keep this
you
up.
came out of nowhere. If I keep this up. No further questions. They missed the mark.
So about how many days are you in with your new girlfriend?
So we're like currently like we've been going steady for like 12 days.
12 days.
And for like 12 days, I just want to say she's been so much good to me.
She's been good to you?
You know, like not like the old one.
Right.
You know, put me up on the shelf and like, I got you.
Yeah,
like, no, acknowledges that I'm special. Be like, hey, we recommend this for you. Would this make our relationship better? You like this group? Say less, we got you. They send emails. YouTube Music sends emails that say, we need to know more about what you like.
Right.
Tell us what you like and stuff, whatever. I'm like, they're coming personal.
They can get the Taylor game on.
Exactly.
Right.
Even if it's AI bots or whatever and everything like that, whatever, it made me feel special. They called me up by name.
Yeah.
That's it.
Spotify, you got some work to do. You got some work to do.
So they fucking up out here, man. But, you know, we'll get to them other things, whatever. We're going to see some changes in the world. We're going to talk about some of these changes, all right? Let's start with the polls and stuff, whatever, that we've been missing in action for. But you still got content. Your favorite content creator still provided content for you guys.
We don't miss a week, man.
We don't miss off. All right. So, first one from previous Monday and stuff before was, who do you think our youth would listen to more? And your answers were community leaders, parents, musicians. What do you think got?
I chose musicians.
Musicians was coming in at a hard 83%. Community leaders didn't even rise up.
Wow.
0.
Yeah.
So, all right. Tell me why you think community leaders is a no bueno.
I don't think their voice is in the ethos as much as the other two, right? It's like your parents, if you still live with them, even if you don't still live with them, if you're in a close relationship, you might call them every other day, right? So you have that voice of reason in your ear every other day. The musician, you damn near listen to.
I just gave my Spotify proof.
You just we see, right?
My Spotify
we just
proof.
see. Yeah, I mean, you damn near listen to them every day. Twice on Sunday. The community activist, it's like maybe you might catch a post every 2 to 3 weeks.
You're right. But would you look at that as something where like people aren't in touch with the community? So let's say the community like leaders are actually in these streets. Right? In these streets, like let's say sweeping up here, organizing this, doing all of that and stuff, whatever. But you live there in the community, but your main concern is go to work outside the community, come back in the community and stuff, whatever. And like if it's say a long day, you not joining in to like clean up the garbage in the community, or you're not joining into like the market sales and stuff like that, whatever, right? Would it be more the community's issue, or would it be more of the person's issue?
I think it's more of the person's issue.
Okay, so and they're not giving the community a shot like that.
It's not. I don't think it's. I don't think it has. I don't think it's that. I just think that they haven't understood what they're up against in this social media landscape, and have a successful idea of how to attack it. You know what I mean? It's like, again, if I'm only hearing from you 2 or 3 times a week, or maybe every 2 or 3 weeks, right? What are you doing that's not attacking the algorithm? So what is it? Do you have to post more? Do you have to have more engagement? Maybe you have to engage more with the artists that are gathering some of these attentions that the everyday people are tuning into. Maybe it's got to be something like that.
I agree with you, but I look at it stuff as where you have to start off as like a brand and like be focused with a brand as a community leader. Because I look at it stuff as like, if you're not a brand, it's kind of like with this brand I'm saying and stuff, you need to understand some kind of digital etiquette, right? To say like, yo, you're more focused on doing this community thing. You're gonna need somebody to help push your socials. Right. You're gonna need somebody to help push your photos and your reach, and you're gonna help spread the word if you're only gonna live in the community and just maintain this. Right. Because I'm pretty sure if when you step out of the community's taking a hit. Right, yeah. Right? And if the community person is actually pushed a lot more, I feel like a lot more people and stuff there might be more inclined, but I don't think it is. Because let's say, for example, all right, you move from one city to another city, right? When you moved and stuff, whatever, to the city, was it like, I want to say kind of like a welcoming thing and stuff going on? Like, I don't want to say like it's like Pleasantville, but people kind of like in your mix, be like, oh, where you came from and stuff like that, whatever. Well, over here, we do apple picking on like the last Saturday of October. We do this. Right. And if you're not doing that, whatever, what I do like and stuff is about like when it comes to the Milton is that, let's say by off James Snow. And is it Maine? Let's say James Snow and Maine. They have a thing and stuff where they put a lot of community news there. Right. On that like digital bulletin board and stuff there. You're right. So if you fuck with
is it by the library?
By the gas station.
By the gas station. Okay.
So it's kind of like they're seeing shit and stuff and be like, oh, okay. Even if you're passing through the community, you know what the community stuff is about.
Yeah, you know what's
going on. And look at the stuff as like, if you had the community leader, like shit flash up on there, whatever, be like, any questions, contact Tom, the community man, and everything, like, or at Tom on Instagram, or at Tom on the Twit.
And this is what I mean by utilizing these things more, right? To get that to get that outreach. If I'm to think about it, who's the one they just kicked off of social media?
A community leader?
Well, activists. Activists, because I'm a group them for the argument's sake. The white skinned dude,
Oh, Sean King.
Sean King. I look at
I answered that too fast.
I look at Sean King,
Yeah.
Shaka Bars,
Mhm.
and Dr. Umar. Like when I think of those guys, I think brand first. So just
Yeah.
to go exactly to what you're saying.
Mhm.
When I think of those guys, I think of brand first of the activism. You know what I mean? And I don't see them as activists first. I see them as those names are recognized wherever you go, in their community and outside of the community.
And then when a person like Dr. Umar will speak about like his school or Pan-Africanism and everything and stuff like that now, it's
Right.
bringing it back to the community.
Right.
And just like a fall sentence, just like that.
Right.
Yeah. As I said, the missing link for the community activists and stuff, whatever, and I get it. All right. Parent.
Yeah.
From parent to musician. Do you believe, and this is just a side question and stuff, whatever, do you believe that there would be some space, shape, or form where a parent would outbeat a musician?
Yeah, when the kids get older to realize what the parents are saying makes sense, right? So I think that's where it really happens. Is like,
so we recognize that the youth, as a youth, the kids being the kids,
yeah,
they will automatically listen to the musician and stuff,
Right,
whatever.
right.
But when
So-
they become adults,
so
they'll
it's-
listen to the
So
parents.
how I look at it is, your parents up to a certain point,
Mhm.
and then you start to look at your parents as they're
The
out of
op.
touch. They're out of touch with the times, and they don't know what they're talking about. Not knowing a lot of the lessons that they're giving you transcends time. But you
Ooh.
don't realize that till you get older now,
Right.
and you start to realize, shit, what my mom was saying or what my dad was saying back then, it still holds true.
Facts.
Right? But you're not respecting that word because you're amongst your peers, and you and your peers are listening to a certain rapper or listen to a certain R&B artist or listen to a certain actor,
Mhm.
and what they are saying to you becomes law.
So would you, because you said actor, would you put musicians and stuff, whatever, or entertainers in general?
Entertainers in general, yeah.
I don't believe. Well, I guess, because I was gonna say, like, maybe because my entertainers and stuff I have in my head,
Yeah.
are a lot more seasoned. Like, say, like Denzel the other day, whatever, he said some fire shit.
Right.
Right. Denzel said, in your first early years of your life, you learn. Second part of your life, you earn.
Yeah.
And the third part of your life, you give back and to return.
Right.
Right. My entertainers are spitting bars, but like,
But those
the-
entertainers are also that entertainer you're talking about right now.
it's a
That's
parent.
a parent.
Yeah, but come on now, you too. So you never had a rapper that had a baby and stuff early in the game, still telling you we robbing shit. 50 Cent had a son. 50 Cent had a son. We talking about mobbing niggas.
But it goes back to
Yo.
what we were talking about earlier about if those rappers were doing contemporary stuff, would these today kids be listening to them? No, right?
Fair.
We would be listening to them because we're of that age again, where we take what our parents are saying as something meaningful and something worthwhile that we maybe didn't see it before, but now we see it. They're at that age where the bars that they're spitting is probably something that their parents had told them, and they're just now getting it, and they're on a platform to regurgitate it, and we're now receiving it.
That's fair. I always feel like, I can't remember who said it. I'm probably gonna fuck it up, but I look at it stuff as where they said a musician or rapper has more power than a preacher.
Oh yeah. I can't remember who said it as well, but I know.
Yeah,
I know I heard that before.
and I can definitely see that. That's why I know musician. I chose musician and stuff as well for the poll.
Well, think about it. People only listen to the preachers on Sundays.
And if your preacher was in the community like that, you probably see him twice.
You probably see him twice.
Shout out to the community leaders and preachers.
Yeah, no. Shout out to the community ladies. I mean, it's a tireless effort that you got to put in. But again, I think it's just learning how to utilize the platform more.
Mhm.
And just like what you're saying, like if you become an identifiable brand, then it makes it that much easier. Like Shaka, he's steadfast on the whole Congo issue, but he'll give you the style, just like what we do, the style and substance. You know what I mean? He'll give you the style to hook you in. Like, you know what I mean? He'll show off the body for the ladies. You know, he'll do the fruit stuff. You know,
Even some of the posts that they'll post and stuff, whatever over there. Like I said, it's a brand. I don't look at it as a one person thing.
Yeah.
So I look at it as what they would do and stuff over there is like, yeah, you get some of the, I want to say the humor to some things, like the satire to some things and stuff like to kind of, again, to get the crowd to get enticing. Like, but by the way, we're pushing this.
Yes.
And like even like Pushing Black does that and stuff as well. That's what I've seen.
Pushing Black does that as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Next question and stuff. Next poll was, who has life harder, women or men? What do you got for an answer?
Well, you know, because I'm a man myself, I always, tend to think with my man brain. Because that's what they're gonna say.
I like you didn't sway allegiances, whatever. Let me tell you, I saw this video. Okay, so the answer, let's go with that first. So the answer is the winner for the poll, was women by 72%.
72%.
72% said women have life harder than men.
Yeah. 72% of the women who are women said women.
Sir, thank you to all our subscribers and listeners
thank
and voters and participants in these polls.
We love it when you participate. We love it when you participate.
However,
we're gonna be honest.
Okay, so I saw this thing one day and it said feminists versus men's rights activists. On the men's rights activist side, there was a guy, he was a poser. I think I saw on Jubilee. He's a poser as like he's for men's rights, but everything he's saying is for feminism. Right? So he spit everything as he said for feminism stuff. I'm like, just cut your dick off and just walk to the other side. Right? Pretty much. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
So I look at it like, I hope you don't switch allegiances on me, because I look at it as I'm not discrediting that women don't have life hard.
Right.
But I look at it stuff as like a lot of the weight, maybe from this, call it mansplaining, but is there ever such thing called womansplaining? Like,
no such thing as women's.
So if it's not, whatever, I feel like, there's just like a lot of pressure coming on this side over here. And some are, turned into diamonds.
Right.
And some are actually real pipes being crushed.
Right.
Because pressures bust pipes.
Yeah.
I do believe that, considering if we're just talking about like personal and suicidal type of aspect.
Yeah.
The fact that, at the time when the poll was posted and stuff, it was still in Men's Month. It was like, I feel like a lot of people overlook the plight and the struggle that men go through.
Yeah.
Why they have a higher suicidal rate than women.
Right.
And I feel like the support for a good portion of men, not all, I'm not justifying, but I look at it stuff as like, when you have the support, your world would be so much more brighter and different.
Yeah.
Compared to not having it, and I want to say school shooters and that and stuff like that, and people of those regards. I don't feel like they had the support before they picked up the gun.
Right.
So that's just my take on it.
I mean, even just to how we're looked at and portrayed. If we're asking for any type of help, we're automatically looked at as soft.
Oh yeah.
And no man wants to ever feel like he's being looked at as soft, so he don't want to ask for the help. I think, just from that perspective, we're not allowed to feel or have emotions. And that takes a toll. That takes a toll.
I think for me is the off. Like, and I think where Western societies have looked at it stuff as where our women are gonna be allowed not to be okay or on
Yeah.
for at least, let's say, 4 to 7 days.
Right.
Mother Nature what takes place and stuff like that, and flow will come to town. So if a woman is probably erratic or some type of way and stuff, like you hear some men and stuff, whatever, and not even you fucked up. And like, were you on your period or something?
Yeah.
And like, oh, okay, this is why you're acting like that, whatever, right? But
right.
us as society over here, we kind of know and stuff like, I'm not saying it condones it, makes it right, but we have in our head, we don't have a time in a month to say, okay, a man cannot be on.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Be like, yo, what's wrong with you? Why are you not functioning to proper capacity? Or I didn't have enough sleep. Then they're going to tell you should be sleeping.
Should be sleeping. Yeah.
But like, yo, something's keeping you up at night.
Yeah.
Right? And they're like, oh, I'm having this talk about like, you know, my kids or my relationship is not going well and stuff, whatever. It's kind of keeping me up at night, whatever. How many people want to have the conversation with the man then?
Right.
But they're going to quit to say like, yo, you need to be sleeping and stuff, so you can function here because we need you to be on.
Yeah.
So, alas. Next poll. Has social media altered your personality? 86% said yes. It said no.
Oh, okay.
No.
I was going to say no.
Why? I bet you it did. I can prove to you.
You feel so?
I can prove to you.
Okay, go ahead.
So, diddler.
All right.
Just that phrase and stuff in itself now, it's synonymous to P. Diddy in your head when I say it.
Yeah.
Social media has altered your personality.
Because I automatically think diddler.
You think Diddy now. If you hear like it's not even like I want to say it's a real world thing.
Right.
Where you know for a fact you turn on the news, they're not going to call him the diddler.
No.
Because they know they're liable to get sued and be smirched and all that type of stuff. It's social media that made it so comfortable and stuff, whatever. So it's changed our personalities and the way how we perceive things and stuff. And I think a lot of people miss the mark to understand like the change social media has on them, right?
Okay.
Like I look at it stuff as like, before social media, I would never argue if water was wet.
And now.
Fuck them. And I say it with 10 toes down. I don't care. Water is wet to me, okay? Water is wet. Who's wet? I'm like, why are we entertaining this? I'm like, don't let social media have you a little twisted out here.
Social media got a lot of people twisted.
And that's what I'm saying. It has altered a lot of
people twisted.
I've been using this as a default and stuff, whatever, or like a disclaimer, so to speak, and stuff, whatever. It's like, yo, if I'm going to say something out of pocket, I'm like, social media has changed the way how I thought.
Right, yeah.
It's altered me. I can admit that, whatever, right? I'm just trying to take a step back away from it, whatever, to look at it as like, yeah, I know me.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to just dive in with that first thought, because why would I think the first thought? I am an overthinker. We're not going to discredit that.
Right.
But I look at it stuff as where, for me, I've always called Sean Combs the devil.
Right.
Right? I've said that to you and stuff personally without the camera and all the above, and this family probably might come after me. You know, the kids are coming after people and stuff was talk bad. Yeah. But I look at it stuff as like everything that I've seen the guy do way before this has proved to me and stuff whatever, like, yo, the road to riches is not a nice place.
It's not.
And I look at stuff as like some people take a dance with the devil, and then you look at how many people that you like have been associated with this guy. And now since everything came out, you're looking at your peoples in a different type of way. I have a diehard love for Pharrell Williams.
Right.
Whatever. Jay-Z, you know these things and stuff. But I'm looking like, you ain't getting into the Greek together. I don't know what kind of movie set that was.
The relationships are questionable now.
They're questionable.
They're questionable now.
Like, I think the only person that I see is running off scathed is if you went to Diddy young enough. A Usher, a Bieber, you're getting scathed. Yeah. I'm not saying like there's not a time for an adult Bieber to go to a Diddy party and see some wild shit taken on, and then he probably participate into it, whatever. Yeah. But he's been there from young.
Yeah.
Usher too. He's been there from young.
Yeah.
So they're letting them, like, some people get scathed, but you're looking at all your other likable people and stuff. Is like, we're looking at the social media has told us that Diddy is the devil.
Right.
And how many people have taken a dance with the devil?
Yeah. At the age where you know you should have known better.
Oof.
Yeah. Oof. Yeah, because if we're saying, you know, the Biebers and the Ushers,
they didn't know better. What about the parents?
Oh, the parents.
Would you hold them accountable?
I hold them accountable if they knew what was going on. Because a lot of times it's like it's like you send your kid off to camp
Okay.
and you go about your day. You don't know what's
No.
going on at camp,
Absolutely. I agree.
right?
I agree.
So, and that's what I'm saying. Like, if it's different, if they knew what was going on, then yes, I definitely hold them accountable.
My thing just like I would jump in and stuff is like with the parents of the surviving R. Kelly
Right.
situation and stuff, whatever. One, I think a father said, well, he wasn't convicted of the P tape.
Right.
So that's why we gave him our daughter for him and his connections and his world to make her better.
Nah, bro. He might have not been convicted, but we all seen the tape. Seeing the tape is conviction enough in my world. I don't know about you with that lame ass excuse.
There was no AI back then.
There was no AI back then. It was him. He adjusted the camera. We seen his face when he adjusted the camera. It was him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would hold like those parents accountable, but to the parents you're talking about, like, yeah, again, you drop them off your kids to the camp.
Yeah.
None the wiser.
None the wiser.
Yeah. But social media has altered a lot of people's minds. So the fact that they said no, again, this is like, no, I don't think you guys are paying attention.
Yeah, and I think that when
I see,
because I'm thinking more or less
tell me what you thought.
No, because I'm thinking of outside. If I step away outside of social media, then I'm still who I am from jump. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm having a conversation with just like Joe Schmo at work, I'm probably not going to use Diddler. I'm probably going to address him by his name, right? Because I believe that this person, again, may not be up on social media to understand what I say when I say Diddler.
So, okay, let me ask you this. Squid Game, right?
Squid Game, yeah.
Where did you hear about Squid Game? Were you an Advent Night Netflix like user at the time to say like, you turn it on after the doom, they're advertising Squid Game and you said, fuck it, you're going to give it a shot.
Right.
Or it was a point where you were on social media and you're seeing Squid Game. And then you went to your wife, you're like, hey, babe, you want to watch this Squid Game shit that everybody was talking about?
See, and here's the thing with that, because before everybody was talking about it, I seen it on the Netflix.
Did you click it?
Wasn't interested in it.
Fair.
Right? When everybody started talking about it.
Social media.
But I still wasn't interested.
Oh, so you haven't...
I haven't... up to this day, I may have seen like maybe 3/4 of an episode.
I haven't... Oh my gosh.
I may have seen
Squidward Sons.
Yeah.
I haven't watched an episode, right?
Right.
I seen clips from what I see and stuff that I've seen online.
Yeah.
And somebody looked at me and stuff is like, you have iron will. So I was like, well, what do you mean?
Right.
Right? Because like, I'll tell you, I bet debate when it came to Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I'm raising my hand for that.
Yeah, for Game of Thrones and stuff for that. I bet debating and stuff for that. But I looked at it and I was like, yeah, I don't need to be immersed in everything that social media is telling me that I should be immersed into and stuff, whatever, right? Like I look at it stuff as where something like even Insecure, my peoples put me on. So I don't know if social media was the thing that kind of put them on.
Yeah.
But they put me on. So it's more of a real world thing to me. So now when I'm talking to my peoples and stuff about like, okay, I've saw season 1 of Insecure. This is what I feel about the show. This is brilliant and everything like that. Then now I'm going to social media and stuff. I'm like, oh shit, they fuck with Insecure and stuff like that too. I'm like, yeah, but I'm looking like, I didn't need you guys to tell me that this was a hit show or this was a good show.
Yeah.
Like, the critics, the reviews, the rants, like when the reviews is what that kind of gets me.
Yeah.
It's kind of like we were watching the Drake with the No Face video at the time.
Yeah.
And then now people have reviews on the No Face thing. I don't give a fuck about your review.
Yeah.
I just want to take it in. If I get the content or like something about it, like drag me in. I saw the commercial for it on, because I think we follow Drake on the Podical Sun side.
On the Podical Sun
and he
side,
previewed it, whatever, right? And I was looking like, oh shit, he got a new song?
Right.
But I'm looking at it like, when I heard the song and stuff, I was like, now this shit came out in August with that whole 100 gigs thing, whatever.
Right.
Right? I'm like, oh, he's making videos for this and stuff. I like music videos. Fuck it. Let me check it out.
Check it out.
And then at that time, it just blew up on social media to be like, again, the reviews. Is it worth it? Is he still clapping at Kendrick and he's not going to get anywhere? Haven't he learned his lesson?
Yeah.
I didn't come for that.
Yeah.
Because when I see the video, I give a push it.
No, pretty much.
We're going to get to Drake. Like, let's end these polls real quick.
Okay.
Last poll of the week of that past Thursday was, who talks more about sex? What do you got? Men?
I had
Women?
men.
Yeah, men?
Yeah.
65% said men. 35% said women. I had women.
And I only have men because I'm in the circle to witness men talking about it.
Are they still talking about it now? Let me ask you that.
No.
That.
No.
So that's the reason why I said women and stuff, whatever, because I look at it as where I don't want to say, into my word, you kind of coined it when you said ratchet rap.
Right.
There's a lot more present ratchet rap now. And there's a lot about like, yo, his dick gotta be big.
Yeah.
Let me say pause for some people.
You can say pause.
His dick gotta be big. Oh, he gotta eat her out. He gotta do certain type of things and stuff, whatever, like pause, and all that. That's coming out more liberal now,
Right.
than it was and stuff before. And I remember Adele Stevens, the comedian, on that Kanye track, Lil Dirt, what was it? Gucci Man, that kid?
Okay, yeah. Gucci.
No, that's not his name.
Is that not his name? Little Pump.
Lil Pump, thank you. Lil Pump and Ye.
Yeah.
With Adele's skit or her piece in before and after the song, she's like, yo, I remember back in the days, a woman could never say they need to come.
Right.
Now she's like, yeah, I want to come, motherfucker. And like that rhetoric is more present now than any case else. I feel like maybe I'm not seeing it.
Yeah.
Because I'm not around like the younger boys and stuff. Because I want to say at a younger time.
Then we
were more in that landscape.
Right.
But I want to say, even with the younger boys like rap music, I don't hear too much about like, was it Four Bats? It's more about him and a woman trying to do the ones and twos.
Yeah.
So it's not really like a monologue and stuff where like you're rapping it.
Right.
Because it seems like I'm singing a song like, you want it now and all that type of shit. Like these guys are more R&B types.
Yeah.
And they're more trying to persuade the woman and stuff, whatever. You might get a more random type one to blow your back out and, skeet in your eyeball or some shit like that. But that's a rarity. For the women's side, that's the commonality.
Yeah.
I want to say, I mentioned Rhapsody one day and stuff at a dinner somewhere, and people looked at me like, yeah, she's old. She's not current. And I was looking like, she just dropped the album with Erykah Badu this year. She had a track with Erykah Badu. And I was like, because that's not relevant.
Right.
The ratchet shit is more relevant. And that's part of the whole rhetoric now. So now I see, it was dope too. This company, it's called Fuck or La Fuck.
Okay.
LAFUC. FUQ. Hold on. It's spelled fuck in a unique way.
Okay.
And they specialize pertaining to women products and vaginal products and stuff like that. Whatever, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Help clean the cooch, help do all this and stuff like that. And so you're ready to fuck.
Right.
Fuck.
Right.
And I think it's dope and stuff for that. But I look at it stuff as like, yes, you're now seeing an influx of now dildos and vibrators and stuff like that. Compared to sex dolls were like a thing to me in comedy movies.
Yeah.
Back then.
Yeah.
Whatever, right? And we know they have like the Fucktron 3000 with the half a woman's torso.
The
but
twerkulator.
I feel like dildos are more seen than those.
Well, it's okay. So the wife and I were talking about this. I think it was about 2 nights ago.
Who started the sex convo? You or her? Her, dog. You started it?
I think I started. I think we were watching something.
I'm sorry.
I think I was watching something. We were watching something on TV, and then I was alluding to the fact that it was some scene and a woman had a sex toy using it, right?
Okay.
And I was telling her
in a movie.
In a movie.
I never thought I'd see that.
But I was telling her like, yeah, it's like that stuff is not taboo no more. If you go to Shoppers Drug Mart, which would be a CVS,
Rite Aid,
Rite Aid, if you go to a Shoppers Drug Mart, they have
On deck.
a section of sex toys.
Walmart too.
Walmart too.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh, I know what it was. I was after I got my girlfriend, the massager. I was telling her about if you're on Amazon, which is where I got the massager from. It's like if you're on Amazon, if you go female massager, you'll get the sex toys. And she was like, really? And I go, yeah. I said that stuff is not taboo anymore. I said the other day when we were in Shoppers Drug Mart looking for blood pressure monitors, and I'm walking down the aisles to look for it. The aisles where usually was just the section for condoms.
By the pharmacy area.
Yeah. They got a range of different toys. And she was like, really? And I said, we need to go back to Shoppers Drug Mart and walk those aisles because it's there. I said, that stuff is no longer
taboo.
It's no longer a taboo thing.
And that's why I said like the rhetoric and stuff has changed and shifted and stuff, where I feel like I see a lot of more women talking and stuff about it. Cause I want to look at it stuff as where, let's say something where I guess let's say a honey packet to a Viagra to a Cialis and things like that, whatever. That might become a conversation amongst men now.
Yeah.
That it
And
wasn't
you're slowly
before.
starting to see
And
commercials. You're slowly starting to see
Right.
commercials. Yeah.
You're slowly starting to see commercials and stuff for that. Because I guess like men popping these things and stuff, whatever, is kind of like under the taboo.
Yeah.
So to speak, but it's kind of like it's not talked about.
But Marv, even in the commercials,
Yeah.
it's not men.
Talk about it.
The Blue Chew, the Blue Chew ad,
Yeah.
it's women talking about, oh, do you know what Blue Chew is? And they're like, yeah, I know. I get to my man every night. So it's not even, they don't even have men having a conversation.
Right. Because I feel like some things will kind of be like either taboo or shame and stuff, whatever. Let's say if like, popping a honey packet and stuff, you're like, what? You popping honey packet? What's wrong with your dick? And this is the reason why some men are suicidal.
Right.
Yeah. Like, we
have it harder, ladies.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Pun intended. But like, yeah, it's like along those lines and stuff. But I'm like, I've seen like it's been a cultural shift where a lot of women are having more of these sex conversations and stuff out in the open and stuff before, where I want to say for them might have been in a nail shop or a beauty salon, so to speak.
Yeah.
Right? But like, yeah, we were locker room predominant and everything and stuff before in the past. And I think the younger men, yes.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't feel like as you get older, let's say like in maybe the 30s, the more of that population still out here thumping strong to like to infinity and beyond, I'm gonna say like 80s.
Right.
Would probably still be trying to pop these things and stuff like that and kind of keep it to themselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah. All right. We talked about some things. What do you want to talk about today? You tell me what you want to talk about. We're not gonna keep the people too long. We just gonna talk about what's on your mind.
Well, the Trump and tariffs.
Okay, let's talk about Trump and tariffs. Why does Justin Trudeau not want to make Canada the 51st state?
Trump is wild.
Oh boy.
It's funny how, I mean, you got to look at United States as the dominant force still to this day.
Some people are still in denial about that. They're still in denial. And my favorite, like even like when I run to Canadians, like
right
here, the funny thing I would say to the Canadian folk and stuff, I was like, but all these positions in the U.S. politics, and you don't know how many are going on in yours.
In yours, right?
Why are you more focused over there and everything like that, whatever? Because they're dominant. It's a dominant force.
I mean, Trump came out and looked at his two biggest trading partners, Mexico and Canada, and said, I'm going to slap a 20% tariff on you guys if y'all don't stop the drugs and illegal immigration coming in from your borders, right? Canada and Mexico didn't say, you know what? We can team up and get back at this guy. They started pointing fingers at each other. Canada was like, oh, they're not all coming from our border. It's from the Mexico border. The Mexico was like, oh yeah, but all those drugs and all the fentanyls
They
and
got
all
to
those
jerk off
legal,
America, man.
they're coming from y'all side. It's y'all are to blame.
They have to jerk off America, man. They have to. Like, you have to keep the dominant or the top dog happy.
Yeah.
They're happy. I seen something. I would love to be a fly on the wall to see, because Trump met Zelensky for the first time
Right.
recently, and I was like, to be a fly on that fucking wall.
Yeah.
Because Trump said he's ending this war over there.
Yeah.
This is draining dollars.
Yeah.
Zelensky, every time you see Zelensky and stuff, we need money. We need help.
Yeah.
I'm like, I need to know what happens in that room right over there. Like, to be a fly in that wall. I look at him like, a lot of people have to be aware that these tariffs and stuff that he wants to put in place would shape their own individual landscape to a way, because they have to look at stuff as how much business they do with their country does with America. And do they still want to fuck with America and stuff to that extent? Or do they want to partner up with other people, make it fucking sensible, and be like, yo, we don't need this and stuff like that, whatever, right? But they got to jerk off America.
That's what they're doing.
They gotta do that.
I think
Gotta buff out
Toronto
America.
Star newspaper, either them or the Global Mail, just recently posted how, because he was saying he was going to say the BRICS country 100% tariffs, and then quoted if they're going to try to devaluize the dollar, and India said, oh no, we don't have no plans to devaluize the dollar. I'm like, nigga, I said, there's a whole faction of you.
You have what? But
and you running scared? I said, yeah. Powerful.
You gotta keep America happy.
Powerful country.
Keep America happy.
Mm-hmm.
You got to. My issue and stuff, whatever, let's say on the political aspect and stuff, whatever, is that told y'all Sleepy Joe should pardon his damn son. Put some respect on my name. You can go back some episodes and stuff, whatever.
Some episodes. It's there.
I do believe that as his goodbye tour, one of the greatest things he can do is help be a great dad.
Yeah.
In the process. Let nepotism shine.
Let it shine. I would have let it shine way sooner. You guys would have hated me if I was Biden. I would have been like, yeah. I'd be like, Hunter, this is what I need to fuck you to do. I need you to say guilty. We speed this shit up, and I pardon you, and we just keep it pushing. That's it.
Because you're fucking with my damn election time.
Right. You know what I mean?
And it played a factor.
Yeah.
Right? So I look at it as like, we could have signed, seal, delivered this way sooner, but use your power, POTUS, while you still have it. Same thing as goes for Vice President Harris.
Yeah.
Use your pull and all the above. I hope you signify pieces. I think it would be very admirable if she came back to run.
I think so.
Because, and her thing would have been like, like when I stepped away, I had some time to think.
Yeah.
And strategize a lot better.
Right.
And I'm showing you, once again, I am the proper person for this job.
Right.
It would show a lot compared to like, and I'm not knocking Sarah Palin, but I look at it stuff as like, you should keep on trying to campaign for that.
Yeah.
Right? Hillary, she did it twice and stuff, whatever, but I think what fucked Hillary and stuff is Bill.
Yeah.
Right? So I think the association to being still attached to Bill didn't work in her favor, wasn't going to work in her favor. But Kamala and stuff like that, we live in times where they kept trying to say, oh, she slept her way to the top.
Right.
We have liberal women now, whatever, right? Sex is, I don't say sex is free. You got to pay for OnlyFans, but I look at it stuff as where we're more open and stuff to like a woman having multiple partners.
Yeah.
And she is a married woman currently. And she doesn't, to my knowledge, has any kind of affair-like things and stuff out there. So let the lady be.
Yeah.
So that part. What else you want to talk about?
So let's is it time for the rap battle still battling?
What?
The rap battle still battling?
What do you mean? Talk about it.
Between Drake and Kendrick.
Yeah, okay, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Are we rooting for Drake to win his lawsuit against UMG
I'm rooting for him to win his lawsuit against UMG.
and Spotify, especially Spotify Canada. I spoke about you guys. I spoke about you villains. Drizzy, Drizzy. Okay, so tell me why you're rooting for Drake to win, because you are a creative and stuff in the musical world and stuff as well,
Right?
And you can show some extra light and stuff of what non-creators in the musical world would show.
Yeah, well, first and foremost, I'm looking at it as from a creator's perspective.
For me, not from the music creative side,
Right?
I'm looking at stuff as Drake soft.
Right.
Drake is soft. Drake, and that's not how I feel, Drake.
Yeah.
But I look at it like Drake is soft. You want to now sue in a lawsuit because this guy's about to play not like us at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And everything like that, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Like, fuck's wrong with you? But now your side now.
Yeah. So my side, I'm looking at it, and even if this is not the angle, even if this angle is an excuse because he is soft, this angle still benefits me as a creator, right? So the things that we're up against is payola being a thing.
Yes.
Right?
Payola's always been here though, right?
Payola's always been here and has always benefited those who could afford it, right? And 9 times out of the 10, it's not the artist who's affording it. It's the machine behind the artist.
label.
Right.
Right.
So now you're up against payola, but you're also up against this machine who owns 20% of the way people consume music today, right? And if they own 20% of the way people consume music today, there's gonna be nepotism with you and your artist, right? So, and I think the big thing that was really hit everybody's minds last year was like when Spotify said if you don't have up to a certain amount of plays, I think it was 10,000 or whatever, something amount of streams.
I remember something like that.
Yeah, you don't get paid.
Yeah.
Right? And people were saying, well, what about all that stuff that was underneath that? Oh, well, that gets divvied up to all the top dogs. So people are listening to my shit because it doesn't reach a certain amount of plays. Whatever percentage that it did accumulate is now going to automatically be dispersed against
the top
labels, right? The label artists, right?
Right.
So I'm like, no, well, how is that fair? And how does somebody like myself, or enter in the arena?
How do you eat?
How do you eat?
How do you eat?
Right, at that point, right?
Right.
So this exposure, if he wins, they gotta now rethink how they do this sort of stuff, right? They can't just now say, okay, we're pushing this particular person, right? You can't go into the radio stations and say, hey, take this money and play this particular person. No, everything has got to be on a level playing field, which helps a lot of these creatives who are not associated with the label.
My question to you now, it came to me, work with me. Should Universal Music Group and Spotify look to settle or fight?
They should look to settle.
The amount of suits I've watched, settlements feel like losses, okay?
They do. But guess what? Who else has money like Drake to fight them? Because everybody else is label mates. Everybody else is on those labels in that type of caliber. I can't fight them as a creative.
Your money isn't long
It's
enough.
not. So settling with Drake, I'm still in the position that I've always been in.
And anybody smaller than Drake, you can fight and chop in litigation.
Right.
Okay.
So if I'm them,
it's a cutthroat industry.
It is a very cutthroat industry.
Oh
so if I'm them, I'm settling. And what does settling look like? All settling could look like is, well, maybe a better deal for Drake. It don't even have to be monetary.
That's true. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, it could just be a better record deal.
I would take the cash and run. But because it's that big of a lump sum, how far could you get to carry that?
How far could you get to carry it?
Like I look at stuff as, let's say he annihilates them and stuff, and he might walk away with $1 billion.
Yeah.
Let's just say.
Yeah.
If he walks away with $1 billion, do you want $1 billion target on you? Is it worth it?
And this is what I'm saying. Because okay, so if he walks away with $1 billion, right away we know that he has to step away from the label. He can no longer. Right? So what do you do at this point? At that point, you're gonna have to create an app. You're really gonna have to create an app to now sell your music directly and even play your music, because again, you're gonna be on Spotify's hit list.
R. Kelly, they don't throw R. Kelly's name in any kind of playlist and everything like that.
So there you go. So how do you get people to listen to your music? You're gonna have to say, okay, he's gonna try to do what like Kanye did, or what Kanye tried to do when he tried to come up with that little device.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? And maybe not on the device label, but it's certainly an app. Maybe cut a deal with Apple and create an app where people just can go to your shit. And then maybe at that point, maybe you start looking at other artists
to collab with.
Tidal.
Kind of that was the birth of Tidal.
There you go.
Yeah, Tidal was a community, and I don't recall hearing Tidal doing a year-end wrap-up. So I'm not saying that they're not capable of doing it, but I look at it as they're not the big fish. Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music. Tidal's not in that ring. Tidal's not in that hat.
It's not in that hat.
But Tidal's prices came off high though in the beginning.
Right.
So I look at it stuff as like, I'm like, yeah, we're not doing this. And at least in Spotify, they gave you like the freebie hits.
Yeah.
Where before I was premium, I think you would get like 5 skips and then a commercial. Right? So you get 5 skips and then you get an ad and everything and stuff like that, whatever. I'm like, and I think 30 minutes of ad-free music or something like that. I'm like, cool. Tidal didn't do that. Tidal's like, you download the app for free.
Yeah.
To pay or get to the music and stuff, you need to pay now.
Right. Yeah.
Right? So it's kind of like there's no, I want to say incentive.
Right.
Or
there's nothing to lure you in.
Yeah,
there's nothing to lure you in. Right.
Yeah, so I think Tidal's strategy and stuff wasn't that well. So that's why they didn't persevere like how they could have. Because with the artists coming together, be like, yo, we need to get paid.
Yeah.
We need to eat.
Yeah.
And if you're on the thing and stuff like, yo, we need to eat, and we're as a collective, we're trying to eat together, you guys create the content. You don't have to give it to these platforms.
Keep it a buck. I mean, Tory's strategy was like brilliant. When he turned his album into an NFT and then sold it to $1. And then they said what? Within the first 2 days, he was over $1 million. And that's straight cash, no middleman taking anything out.
Yeah. We're going to start realizing this stuff. People going to start realizing these companies and stuff, they need to be more loyal to you, to convince you.
Yeah.
And if not, fuck them.
That's it. Right? So, and this is why I say, like, if I'm UMG, like, I'm settling. I'm settling.
Because you don't want somebody that big to have that money and say, like, we're creating a new app.
Yeah, we're creating a new app. I'm doing it.
And it would be wild, too, if even Drake was to create the new app and say, you know what, Kendrick, fuck all that. You can do what you want and stuff, whatever. Come over here. You can make Not Like Us, the remix, extended clip version.
Whatever.
But he's going to be like, oh, I'm selling out to the white man and stuff because Drake is there. But I'm looking like, yo, for artists, is it the integrity or is it the money you're looking for?
Is it integrity or is the money that you're looking for? And that's what I'm saying. Like even if that play isn't for us as an artist, we're still looking at it as Drake is still a multi-billion dollar entity in himself.
Absolutely.
Right? So the screams of pedophilia that hurts you in a certain way. And it's so
certified
funny.
pedophile. You mean that line?
That line. and just recently he did a collab with Disney. Right? So who's to say now You're at the table with Disney and you're like, yo, when's the cloud coming out? And they're like, I don't know. This talks about you being a pedophile. I don't know if we can do anything right now with that. And you say, shit, I gotta go talk to my business boys. You go talk to your lawyers and your lawyers say, well, okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're going to now bring this to court, tie it up in court, right? Because all we got to do is tie it up in court.
Like this is being dealt with.
Yeah, go back to Disney and say, hey, no, don't worry about it. This is being dealt with. Disney sees that it's being dealt with. Everybody's talking about it, right? Ain't nobody saying that, yeah, I know it's true that you're a pedophile.
And turn back on the pipeline for the money.
Okay, let's go ahead. Let's do this.
That's the plan, though. That's a brilliant plan.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like a lot of times these people is playing chess, not checkers. You know, you've seen these pieces moving, thinking it's checkers.
That's fair. Okay. Let's get to the question of the week, man.
Question of the week.
Question of the week. Bear with me in my mad mind of mine. If you could have anybody, fictional or non-fictional, person as your angel and devil on your shoulders,
right?
Who you got for your angel?
For my angel, Denzel Washington.
Denzel is your angel.
Yeah, because and is exactly going back to what you saying. Like a lot of the clips that I see with him, it's some profound
motivational
inspirational shit. And I was like, yeah, I can rock with that. And then I'm gonna put Cat Williams on my devil's side.
Yeah. Okay. For my angel side, for my angel side of stuff, whatever. Like it was a toss up because I realized I feel like I'm more of a villain. Okay. For my villain, I know. For my devil side, I'm gonna tell you, and you're gonna look at me different. The world's gonna look at me a little different. For my angel side of stuff, whatever, I actually had Jordan Peterson.
Okay. Yeah.
Right?
I can see that.
Because a lot of shit that Jordan Peterson and stuff says, like, yo, I feel like it's just straight guidance. Like, yo, no one tells you life is going to be easy.
Right.
Like, just do the right thing.
Right. Yeah.
Right? So I feel like Angel will tell you to do the right thing no matter what.
And his is never an outward look. It's always an inward reflection.
Of course.
Yeah, 100%.
So Jordan Peterson will be my angel. You ready for my devil?
Is the world ready?
Charleston White.
Charleston White. Yeah, okay.
Yo,
okay.
Charleston White, he's like, man, fuck them niggas. Yo, I don't give a fuck about them. And I was looking like, yo, if you're looking at the devil's side, like, you'd be like, should I go this way and stuff like that? Like, I look at this stuff, it's like, all right, I had a devil and angel moment and stuff one day.
Yeah.
This was like years ago. And I realized like, oh, these cartoons, they know what the fuck they were talking about, whatever, right? I had a moment where I'm supposed to go check a chick.
Right.
Right? I'm about to go, go see a woman for the night. She was a single mom.
Okay.
I was in my 20s.
Yeah.
Right? And morally, like my Jordan Peterson would come out and stuff. And like, I told him like, yo, we were supposed to connect tonight. She's like, yeah, I know. She's like, you want to come by when my kid is asleep?
Right.
And everything. And then we can chill, but we just got to keep it down and stuff because she wakes easily and everything like that. Jordan Peterson is like, she's a mom. Yeah, why don't you just reschedule until, she has time where she can get a sitter. You guys can fully enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
With no interruptions and everything like that. And Charleston White, man, fuck that kid.
Fuck them kids.
Bring the night cool. Help put them to sleep a little longer. And I was like, I'm going.
I'm going.
The
Charleston won.
It won.
He won.
It won. So I look at it, I was like, again, morally, the right side of stuff, and they're like, yeah, like most of the time too, Jiminy Cricket would pop up and stuff, whatever, because Jiminy, like, he wanted Pinocchio to win from jump, but Pinocchio didn't want to listen to stuff, whatever. I'm like, that's why he was your conscience, whatever, right? But then I said Jiminy Cricket one time to somebody and stuff because I called one of my people soon to Ben Dillinger. I'm like, yo, you're my Jiminy Cricket, whatever. He's like, I'm a cricket to you, motherfucker. Like, yo, it turned to fighting words. I'm like, no, you're my voice of reasoning. I was like,
Look
okay.
past the character. Look past the character.
So I was like, fictional, non-fictional, but okay. I like your answer.
I like yours. I like yours as well.
Yo, thank you. All right. Let's get to the Ask the Sons and Cha-Cha Slide. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
First Ask the Sons comes from Pasta-Lover. What do you think happens when you die? Basic. I like this one.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I'm actually, I think, I'm a fan of reincarnation.
How soon do you think you get reincarnated?
I would like to say right away.
So, hypothetically speaking, you die now.
Yeah.
You blink and you're a baby. Interesting.
Yeah.
Damn. So like you don't get past judgment or anything like that. St. Peter's, nothing. No. You just boom, boom, wah, wah. Like, I'm back.
It's a transfer of energy.
Okay, that's fair. So like, do you keep the memories?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, so no heaven and hell exists in your world, in your after world then.
Nah, it's in my real world.
Fair, that's fair.
It's in my real world.
I think for me, I do believe there's like a little slight judgment.
Yeah.
Because I'm kind of down with the whole karma aspect.
Yeah.
So I look at it stuff as where if you did it right, you become like good energy.
Right.
And if you did it wrong, that's when you get sent back.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's kind of like, I look at it stuff as where if you ran into a kid and you talk to the kid, and say the kid's 8 years old and they're like, unhand me. Be like, what kid talks like this, whatever, right? And I'm not a child. I was Sir Charles, in the UK, but I was resurrected. Yo, this kid's fucking crazy. Lock this kid up.
Yeah.
Whatever, right? So I don't think that they can really speak out and stuff like that. I believe, like I said, that you die, you get judgment, you're doing good. Congratulations, you're in super heaven, etc., whatever those may be. You're nirvana. You didn't, go back.
Well, a lot of people who think of reincarnation actually adhere to that theory. It's like you're here to learn, and you keep making that mistakes. You keep returning,
Mm-hmm.
but once you've reached that pinnacle of learning and understanding, then you no longer have to come back to this plane.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's even like I think that's even like in like the Buddhist tradition. No, I think it's a similar thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have an aspect of stuff where
Yeah.
like, enlightenment, stage of enlightenment, it will kind of come back to that. I'm like, don't quote me, but I look at it stuff as where you have to do it right.
Right.
You have to do it right. And when you do it right, reincarnation and stuff, whatever, does not come back in your world.
Well, so if you think about it, like certain religions, when they look at people like Christ,
Fair.
right? They say once you reach Christ consciousness, then you transcend your physical form. So there is no returning in a physical form when you reach that stage. But the idea is while you're here on earth is to achieve that enlightenment, that enlightenment, right? So,
Is the dip included? I always look at the dip, like the baptism aspect, whatever, is that
the washing away of your old self. I think that's what it's really supposed to represent. The washing away of your old self and looking towards.
It's like better and stuff. So now at this point you're trying to do better.
Right.
Do you agree when they dip the kids early? Because the kids never got a chance to sin or experience?
And I don't think that's right. And I don't know I don't understand what the purpose would be to do that. I tell you, the first the first time that I thought of becoming a Christian
Okay.
would have been around the age of, let's call it 13, 14.
Why you want to get wedded in church? Like,
No, but I was
okay,
going
I
to,
want to hear
and,
this.
and because I was going to, so you had the scouts, right? But at the church that I went to, and a lot of Christian churches, they had this thing called the Christians Boys Brigade,
Okay.
which was similar to like scouts,
Mhm.
right? But on a Christian level. So I was a part of that, right? So I was a part of that. So part of being like that, they teach you a lot about, Christianity and so forth like that. So I was in it to win it, right? And
You saw porn that weekend and changed your mind.
no,
Oh, okay.
what changed my mind was my mom.
Really? What did she
Yeah.
say to you?
She said, "Know the world before you know Christ."
I can agree to that.
Yeah.
I can agree to that.
She said, "Know the world before you know Christ, because if it's the other way around, you're gonna backslide."
Well said.
Yeah.
Well said.
And again, I didn't understand it at the time. Going back to what I'm saying, you're thinking your parents is like, mom is like
All these parable speaking parents.
yeah, I didn't
You know what you're
understand it
talking
at
about.
that time. But I can
Get
tell
it
you,
now.
I know a lot of kids who are Christian who were that
Early. And
early.
They've been terrorists
Yeah,
as adults.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Next question comes from ToppsKing. Does every regular girl want to be a princess? And does every princess want to be a regular girl?
Ooh.
I feel every regular girl wants to be a princess. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
And I agree. And every princess wants to be regular. Because I look at it stuff as like, it's not green on the other side, it's green where you grow it.
Right.
Right? But we've always, I want to say, from let's say serfs and feudal lord times, we've always looked at like the kings and queens, the duchesses and dukes, that they're above us.
Yeah.
That they're no different from us, but they're above us because they have certain type of aspects in that can make their life look a lot more glamorous.
Right.
I picture like, could you imagine like the show like Bridgerton and stuff on just like regular people that live in the town?
Yeah.
It probably won't slap the same and
No,
stuff,
yeah,
whatever.
right,
like,
yeah.
yo, what is this? That's why I hand clap a show like Insecure,
Mm.
because it doesn't show you like a woman and stuff like lawyer, top dog. Look at the Huxtables.
Yeah.
They were lawyers and doctors, whatever, right? So they were up there. You're like, no, you're showing me regular people
Yeah.
that I can relate to.
Right.
And I feel like it would hit so much different. A lot of women, and I don't want to generalize and speak for a lot of women, but I feel like a lot of women and stuff, whatever, like, yo, they've been through enough things where you're looking like, yo, enough is enough, man. Like, yo, I'm looking for like the grinder days, the grander days.
Yeah.
You know, the grandiose times.
Yeah.
And some of them, they can't get to the pinnacles and everything like that. And then you have the other ones like, oh, you made it. Let me take a photo of you. No, I just want to get my Starbucks latte and everything. I want to be a regular person. Shut the fuck up. You're not.
But you're not.
You're not. So now we're taking your photo. We're going to piss you off. We're going to follow you. If your relationships fail, we're going to be in your mix. Do you still want this princess life?
It's like, I think what made me really understand the pressures is watching the TV show The Crown.
Okay.
Yeah, when they were showing
Elizabeth Hurley.
Yeah, when they're showing, so how she just got thrusted into being the queen, right? And she had to be so prim and proper. And her sister, right, who was never in line to be the queen, so Princess Anne, I think it was Princess Anne. She did all the fun and rebellious stuff. And she, she wished that she could,
be for queen.
No, she wished that the queen wished that she could have
been like the sister.
Be like, yeah, so carefree and this, that, and the third, do the fun and rebellious stuff. But no, she had to be prim and proper. And then the sister was like, well, shit, I want to rule some shit. I want to have some authority. I want to do this. I want to do that. Even when they
Yeah.
were showing, was it I can't remember which Prince, not Prince. Who's the next one? Is it Philip that's in line to be king?
After Charles?
After Charles.
Yeah.
So, is it Philip? Is Philip his name? I can't remember.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
anyway, but there
No, Andrew.
No, and Prince Andrew is the brother of Prince Charles.
Oh, you're talking about like
I'm talking to the kids, the Princess Diana's kids.
Oh, William and Harry.
William. They were showing like when William was going to school, dude just wanted to be just like a regular dude going to school, but like, nah, he was getting special treatment left, right, and center.
Firstborn.
You know what I mean? The women are flocking him, and he was a guy that didn't like much attention. He just wanted to be a regular. He probably killed to be like just a regular person, you know what I mean, who could just go out and do shit for the sake of just doing shit. But you can't. You're always in that spotlight. You always got to be prim and proper. You don't have a chance to grow up as like a regular kid.
This is kind of given do you want to be number one or number two?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, that's a really good question.
All right. Last one comes from That's Monkey. Do you correct people if they use the wrong words or mispronounce something in conversation? I do. And it is not, I do, but it's not to like, and people take things, you take it how you want it.
Yeah, yeah.
And I look at it stuff as where, if I know you, you know me, it's not into shame.
Right.
Right? It's to help you be better.
Yeah.
But if you don't know me and stuff, whatever, you might take it as shame.
You might take it as shame, yeah.
Right? Because I look at it stuff as to say, okay, we're talking and stuff, and you're like comfortable or something like that, comfortable and everything like that, whatever, right? It's to help you.
Yeah.
And everything and stuff, whatever. But then you, I guess, like how other people interpret it for me, they're like, you think you're better than me? And I was like, no, I'm lower than you. I'm inferior to you. I'm just helping you out.
Yeah.
I want you to be great.
Yeah.
Did it sound like it? And I was like, yikes.
I do it in a way, I do it in a way like I'm questioning I'm questioning it to have a better understanding. And
so okay, what if now, like let's say the word was, no, that's a hard ass word. I was gonna say Worcestershire sauce. Okay.
Well, I'll give you an example. The other day, a coworker was talking, right?
Mhm.
And we're talking about one of the products that the company distributes. Now it's like a protein bar, but it's there's no sugar in it, right? So it's very bitter, right?
Mm.
So then she replied, and this was typing, right? And she was like, I think it was quite sweet. But what she meant to type was quite sweet.
Okay.
Right? So then I didn't want to like come off like, no, you meant to say this. So I said, I'm not understanding when you say quiet. Did you mean to say quite?
Mm.
And then she replied, yes, I meant to say quite.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I mean. I kind of like framed the correction in a question. So it doesn't come off like I'm better. I'm like, I'm trying to understand what you're trying to say. Help me understand. Did you mean this? Okay, I got you now.
So okay, what if it came to a word now, whatever, right? Mm-hmm. And like, let's say even using that example,
yeah,
they'd be like, no, quiet sweep.
But then I'll be like, but I don't understand what you're saying.
Are you stupid? Are you dumb? You don't know what quiet sweep is?
I know what quiet is. It means to not make a sound.
And some people are wrong and strong.
Some people are definitely
some people are wrong and strong and stuff for them. Like I've seen people where I'm like, yo, I'm trying to help them and stuff for them. Whatever. And they just keep it pushing and stuff for them and everything. I was like,
yeah.
But then the vindicator in me just wants to
like, you're not letting it go.
Baby, love lockdown. Love lockdown. I'm ready to war. I'm like,
ready to war. I'm ready to war too. I'm ready to war. I'm doing this for your own good. Like, why are you coming at me like that for?
thank you.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Life. We are here at the end.
We're here, man.
All right. Got Associated Sons for the week. Let me get it for you. Associated Sons this week says either up your skills or drown in your bills.
So says the Sons.
I feel like there's no shame and no harm to anybody trying to do something new.
Right.
Or to add to the resume or add to like what they can do and stuff out here. Like, yo, my hot topic AI is the robots are coming.
The
Like,
robots
are coming.
Yeah.
I look at it as stuff is where pretty soon they're gonna start replacing people from working. So the unemployment shit is gonna rise at a different type of level and stuff. And look at the actor shit, whatever, with the whole AI stuff.
The whole AI stuff.
I look at it as you need to add more skills to your repertoire, to your resume, get them a reason not to tell you no.
Right.
And a more reason to keep you.
Yes. Yeah.
Right? Compared to like the ones who are like, no, this is what I know. And I'm gonna ride with this to like bow. I think those times have come and gone.
Yeah.
During the grandfathering time of jobs, that could have worked for you.
Yeah.
Now, no. You need a piece of paper for every freaking thing.
Yeah.
You need a certification for everything.
Yeah.
People need to see that you're certified in something.
In something.
So I look at it stuff as like, just up your skills and stuff, whatever. And it'll help put a little change in your pocket in the process and don't drown in your bills.
And it's never been an easier time than now. It's like, you know, like we're saying, a lot of the stuff you like at one point had to go to school for this type of form of education where no, if you really want to know it, like you can look it up. And there's not even to just say like you can learn the stuff on YouTube, but there's tons of free courses online that you
courses. Yo, like it was crazy where I think we're doing research for like a guest to come on the show and realize that they fall under the life coach umbrella.
Right.
And like the life coach / wellness coach. I'm like, is there a difference? And then when I look, they're like, you can do a certification for life coach. And you can do a certification for wellness coach.
Okay.
So I was like, oh shit. So like worst case scenario now, you need to be certified.
Right.
To say like, I thought you're just gonna be like, you know, pull like, what is it, Bagger Vance? Like a Will Smith? Like just walk up, say some like genuine good words, help you on your way. Be like, do you have certification for that?
Right.
Like,
and again, back in the day, you might have been able to do it, right? But now, in this day and age,
we're not listening to you and stuff, whatever. We need something to stand on.
You need to be certified. You need a certificate.
There you go. All right, man. We are here at the end.
We're here.
We appreciate you guys rocking with us. Like, comment, subscribe, all the above.
All of that.
We love you over here and keep them coming and stuff for the Ask the Sons questions, good questions and stuff this episode. And taking it home, so say the Sons. We love you. Don't forget, we have a page full of So Say the Sons to kind of help motivate people, even beyond just the 1 week episode and stuff, or you can go back to see the other previous ones that we dropped.
Yeah. Show
that page some love and stuff for there. Like, comment, and subscribe over there as well.
We're thinking about really making it easier for you and creating a coffee table book out of some of the Saints, man.
Yeah. It's just everybody has different favorites that they like and everything. What I've noticed is that people gravitate to a lot now is some people got to treat like a star and love them from afar.
Yes. That one was a powerful one.
And a lot of people and stuff looking like, shit, this is like most people in my world. Like, I can't fuck with you so close.
Right.
But from over there, I can just be happy that you're shining.
Yeah.
Right? So it flip-flops for people. So we'll just hone in and stuff from like, I guess, more from the likes and the love and stuff from the other ones on the page. And we'll make those the top hitters, the coffee book rights.
Man, we got a lot to do. A few volumes of coffee books.
Of course. We've been working. We've been working.
Yeah.
Yes, once again, thank you for listening to the Podical Sons. Remember, the difference between genius and stupidity is that genius has its limits. Peace and love, y'all.
Peace and love.
The Podical Sons with Not Your Average Joseph and Sofa King Marvelous.